Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Haute Modesty. Today, I want to give you my first impression on a palette that's been around for a while now, and at least one that I've had for a while. And it's the Ciate London Editor palette. And I haven't really had the opportunity to really use it because the first one I gave away at a giveaway. I think, Yolanda, you got that one. But then I received another one again. So what I'm going to do is show you how I got this look. But don't let me fool you because I had a heck of a time. And Laura Mercier's Caviar Stick came to the rescue. So see how this eyeshadow saved the day. If you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers, as I was saying at the intro, I will be working today with Ciate of London palette. And I chose this palette because, again, I've not used it yet. And matter of fact, I gave away the first one that actually came with my BoxyCharm. And then this one I received actually as one of the add-ons. I chose the wrong row and I ended up choosing this palette, and serendipity, I guess. I mean, this is the one I will be working with today. And in case you're not familiar, this is Ciate London, comes with a huge mirror. And then these are the colors, and the color story on this is very beautiful. The reason why I gave it away the first time is because I do have, very similar colors in different palettes. But then I said, you know what, this is fate. I must be meant to have this palette. So today, since a lot of you already do have this palette, I will go ahead and make a look out of it, okay? And I'll do the best that I can. And also, before I get started, like I always do tell you what I am using as a primer and everything. And today I am using the Mario. Okay, I think they call it by Mario. And you can actually get this from Sephora. And I really like this primer because you see how it comes with a darker, it's almost like a I don't want to say concealer, because concealer is really like foundation, where this is a little bit waxier and it actually holds very nice. And this is a lighter one, and it depends on what look I'm trying to get at. Today I used the lighter one of the two. But if you mix them both together, that's closer to my skin color, but it doesn't matter because I'm covering it up with beautiful colors. Anyway, and also it comes with this larger powder, which I really like this setup, because then what I do is today I did go ahead and use the powder, set it with the powder, so that way I will get a easier blending. And I tend to do that when I don't know the type of I guess the formula that I'm working with, and I've not used, like I said, the Ciate of London palette. So I wanted to make sure that I got a good, how would you say that, a canvas? So that's that. And I haven't really thought about the, what colors I'll be using, but I'm gonna try to avoid the colors that I'm comfortable with, which, of course would be like this color here, which is the mauve color. Also this color here, which is a darker mauve color, my color story. So I'll try to work with things that I don't typically work with. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I will give it a try. And also for my eyelashes, I did use the for brunettes, this is by MAC, and it is the actually the eyelash color. I always get those backwards. Eyebrow color, and it's like a pomade. And I use this a lot, like I said in my other videos. Let me let you take a look, so that way you can kind of see how much I actually have used of this. And I use this more like in a winter time, or when I need a little more control of my bushy eyebrows that I'm getting now that I'm trying to let it grow. And so I did use this. And then I used that with actually just a little angle brush that I received in one of the boxes. And this is the Le Splash, I think. This is a Le Splash. And so I did use it with that. And that's that. And so let's get started. And as usual, as I was saying in my last video, is that I am not going to be using any specific brand or tell you about the specific... Wow, I can't talk today. I'm not going to be using any specific brand of brush or brushes, or I am not going to be calling it out by the name or the number, the model number or whatever. Instead, I'm going to say the large fluffy brush, because, you know, you may have a large fluffy brush by, I don't know, by Sigma, or by, which one is this, Morphe. You know, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who makes it. Just make sure that when I say, you know, large fluffy brush, if you can use that, you don't even need a large fluffy brush, whatever you're comfortable with. But I'm trying to get it as close as possible to let you know what I am doing. Okay? So now let's get started. Okay, first I'm going to be working with this color here, and I don't think there's color names on here. No, there isn't, but this is the color I'm going to be using. I'm going to use it almost all over the lid, up to the brow bone, and I'm just going to give it, it's kind of a neutral color, more of my skin color, as you can see. So I will put this all over, all the way to the brow bone. And this will help me kind of get to know this formula. And let's see what happens. And so far, so good. And, you know, I'm hoping that this is blendable, really blendable. And I have heard good things about this brand. But like I said, you know, I gave mine away because I do have very similar color stories. And so I said, you know, I'll just give it away. And I gave it away. And I believe it was the first giveaway. I think, Yolanda, I think you got this palette, so if I remember right. So, okay, here we go. Okay, next I will go in with the less fluffier. I guess this, you would call it a medium fluffy, because in comparison you see the difference. So you would go in with something like that. And I'll be looking for kind of maybe I'll do a smoky look to begin with and see what happens. And I will go in with this brown here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this all over the lid and up above a little bit, just going for a little bit of the smoky look without having to do the outer V specifically. Okay, and I'm going to take this a little bit up to my brow bone here. This is not very pigmented, I'm going to tell you right now. And I am getting quite a bit of kick up in the pan, so I don't like that. The kick up itself alone is okay, but when the kick up is high and the pigments are not as good, that's when I have a problem, because I know a couple of my Viseart palettes, I realize, have the Petite Force. They do kick up quite a bit, but the pigment's strong, and so I can live with that, right? Whereas this one, I'm having to really dip back and forth into this. It's like the third dip that I go back in here just to build up right underneath my brow bone, and also lay this all the way on my lids, hoping to kind of create a smoky look right off the bat without having to work with the outer V. So let's see how much it's going to take to really get this down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on to this side. And if I have to build it up a little more and work it really out, I will do that. And I'll try to kind of edit that piece out and let you know how hard I had to work to get it built up, okay? And maybe I could also speed up the video for you, so that way you don't miss actually anything. But yeah, this is taking quite a bit of work. And let me see if I can show you the can you see the kick up here? And this is the color. So there's quite a bit of kick up. I'm trying to move it over to the side, so yeah. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's this sound. It's like a leaf hitting the glass or something, but we have like an emergency alert right now of high winds, and the leaves are actually coming off of the trees outside, and it's hitting the windows, and it's kind of freaking me out. I'm like, what the heck is that? What is that out there? And so anyway, yeah, I'm going to try to stay calm and don't sweat the small stuff and just continue with this trying to do this tutorial here. But anyway, how have you guys been doing? Today is actually Monday. I'm recording this and I'm back to work. And so, you know, I had a full day's work and now it's the evening. So I'm trying to catch up on doing this for you. But I have so much fun because it's like I wish I didn't need a day job, right? Because then I can do this all day long and video all day long and talk to you guys all day long and go live all day long. So it will be kind of fun. But then again, you guys probably won't be able to do all that. But anyway, you know what I've been thinking about is lately doing something, maybe either Q&A or doing something live, right? Maybe on Instagram. But I know all of you don't have Instagram. That's a problem. But they do have the live actually for here, this platform at YouTube. So, you know, I may go ahead and do that, but I will have to have like pretty interesting conversation pieces to talk to you about. But I do know a couple of you have already asked me for things. Dana, you asked me for, you know, what's in my refrigerator as far as my skincare, and I'll get that together for you. And Yolanda, you recently started Retin-A, I think, and you were asking about Retin-A, which, you know, I really want to get that to you as well because it's important that you have that information. And I may go ahead and just do a verbal kind of show and tell after this video, because I do want to get that out so that way, you know, you optimize your treatment, because there's a lot of tricks and things that you learn, you know, over time after, you know, trying it yourself, doing it yourself, and the mistakes that you made, and, you know, things that you want to share or I want to share with you guys to make life easier for you. So anyway, so I know I'm going on and on and on. Sorry about that. So this is what I'm going to title this one, a chatty tutorial. So definitely chatty. So let me move on. Okay, we're going to take another fluffy brush, but this one is fluffy, but it's a little bit more stiff than the other ones. Like this one here is kind of like really loose, with this one's a little bit stiffer. And I'm going to dip into this color here to on my brow bone, so that way kind of give it color there. Like since the transition looks kind of like really boring, so let's put a pop of color there. Okay. And I'll go ahead and take this up a little bit higher, not all the way to my brow bones, but a little bit higher, so I don't actually erase the tan. But you know, I'm wondering if this will become muddy, so that's why I wanted to try this. Actually, this is putting down really nicely, and it's not getting muddy. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Well, this is another palette that actually is surprising me because I didn't expect a whole lot out of it. But I mean, look at it. I mean, it blends so nicely and it's really easy to work with, which is very surprising. Huh. And the formula is actually pretty nice. The only concern I have about a palette like this is the color gonna last? Will it be here, you know, if I wore this in the morning, would it be here in the evening? That's the only thing. Even though, you know, I mean, it's great that this is actually showing up and the color is actually blending out beautifully. And the formula feels really nice, but is it gonna last? That's my question. And now I'm going to go in with this flat shader brush, okay? Just, you see it's flat shader brush, kind of like a little bit stiff. And I will go into this color here. It looks like a frost, not sure. I'm hoping that it's not glitter, but it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see. Okay. And I will take this from the middle. Okay. Yeah, I think it's one of those that I'm going to actually need a, thick on here, but it's not coming off of the brush. It's actually staying on the brush. And so I'm going to try to use this. And yeah, I don't know what's wrong with all these colors. Yeah, even here, even then, it's difficult. You see? I'm afraid this is gonna, you know what? I'm gonna have to put this on my whole... It's a beautiful color. I don't know if you can see that. But I really didn't want to go in with my hands. But it looks like I wasn't going to have a choice here. Okay. And I don't want to bring this all the way to the front. So I'm going to have to work something else in here. And it's really not easy to do this with your fingers, especially my fingers are kind of fat. Okay, it's big. I got big hands for a girl, so especially a girl my size. Okay. So you see how that looks. Now I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to work it with the brush. And that shouldn't be a problem. But I will have to go ahead and take a brush. Is this the... Okay. Another fluffy, fluffy, fluffy brush. Okay. And let's work this. And as you notice, it comes right off as well. So the color is not holding on either, which is strange. It's weird because the mattes were doing so well. I'm kind of disappointed now. Okay, where did the other brush? Where did you go? I'm gonna see if I can work you with the brush. Maybe I don't think it's my technique, to be honest with you, because this is not coming. This is not actually working very well. I don't know if you've had the opportunity to work with this palette. Anybody out there? Give me your feedback as far as to how is it working for you? Is it working for you? And yeah, this is going to be a problem. Okay, and as you notice, there's so much fallout here now, but the color is not coming onto the. Let's see if I could just. Okay, so I did blend that out. That took a lot of work. And I'm going to add a little bit of color actually on the inside to give it kind of symmetry, I guess. I mean, it really makes no sense. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed the way this color ended up being. And I mean, it stuck pretty good on my finger as well. But I want to make sure that, I kind of give something a pop, make it, rescue it somehow. So how do I rescue it? Okay, let's see. I will use this color here on the inner lids. This has got a little sparkly. You know what? Not on my inner lids. I'm going to use this actually on my brow bone and see if I can bring something out of it. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's not bad. But I still need to rescue this because it looks really muddy to me and I don't like it. So how will I rescue that? You know what? Hold on 1 minute. Okay, since some of you will be seeing this Laura Mercier eye stick, I'll go ahead and use this to rescue this look. And this should be one of the choice, I believe, for January BoxyCharm, I want to say, because I just chose my choice and I chose her blue one instead of because I have a lot of the other colors, and this is called Moonlight, and I'm going to use this to rescue this color, this chaos that I have, so give me a second and let's see what I can do with that. And I'm really not happy with them, and I don't think it's me, to be honest with you. This color is like, really not easy to work with, so it didn't blend out as well, and I don't know what the deal is here, but yeah, not happy with it at all. And I'll be using this concealer brush to work this in. Okay, so okay, I was able to get it to this so far, and I will have to keep working on it. And let's see, okay, and I will go ahead and fix it up by using this, go back with this on the brow bone, because I think I lost a lot of that color when I started messing with this. So we'll just go ahead and go in here, kind of blend this out, kind of rescue it. And that's another thing too. I noticed that when I mess it up with a shadow that's powder, I can usually fix it with a cream shadow or a liquid shadow. And I mean, it's not what you envisioned, but I'm really disappointed with this blue. I mean, I need to know, if you guys use this, have you had the same issue as far as this blue goes? Is it like it won't move? It just like stays and I couldn't blend it. It will not blend out. I don't know. I don't like the texture. And it's a shame because the actual, the mattes went in. I mean, I was really impressed with the mattes. So, you know, this is going into my little pile of, I need to send to the, you know, where I can't do anything with it pile. So, okay, so this is what I have. And let me go put on eyeliner and maybe I'll put some lashes on. Let's see. And then I'll be right back. Okay, this is what I came up with. The monochromatic look. And I said, well, why not? And also, this is the best I could do to actually rescue this eye look. And so, but let me tell you what I did though off camera. It did take a lot of work, I'll tell you. As far as the foundation, I'm using the Natasha Denona in medium. And this is such a good foundation. You know, I think I just saw it on add-ons today. And I'm thinking to go ahead and order another one and a little bit lighter. But this is such a good formula. And it's very solid. And I used a sponge to apply it. And then what I did was I used my blush, which is the Tilbury, Charlotte Tilbury, and Pillow Talk. And then what I did was I went across the top with this Hourglass highlighter. And then as far as my lip goes, I used the Huda Beauty. You remember the kit that I received that was shaped like a lip? It's this as a base. And then to give it like that shininess, this on top. And I also used the pencil, this pencil here, as a liner. And that's what I ended up doing. And that eyeshadow palette, you know, just to kind of go over what my thoughts, my last thoughts is that, you know, it was really nice in the beginning. As far as the mattes, they blended well. The colors were vibrant. I did have to really pick up that brown over and over and over, maybe 3-4 times to get some pigment. And there was a lot of kick up in that one. And so that one wasn't all that great, but it blended okay. And then when I got into this blue that really killed me, which was that metallic blue, the brush wouldn't work and my fingers barely worked, and the sponge didn't work, the sponge applicator, which is unusual because all of the other ones that I've been using that's like that, the metallic, this is what I use because I don't like using my fingers. And so what I did was I sprayed I stuck my finger in there. I hate doing that. And so I sprayed it quickly with the alcohol and put it aside to let it dry. I don't know if I'm ever going to use that palette ever again. I'm a little disappointed. And yeah, but it is what it is. And this look is what I came up with. And as you know, in order for me to rescue my eyes, what I had to do was use the Laura Mercier Caviar and Moonlight. And so that's what I did. I actually put that on and then I blended it out. And as far as the eyelashes, this is the, I almost said Walmart. I don't even shop at Walmart and I almost said Walmart. I don't know where that came from. Amazon. It came from Amazon, the little booklet of eyelashes that I've showed you before. So that's that. It is magnetic. And it seems like it's getting droopy here because I've worn this maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 times. So it's getting droopy. So I think it's time to retire them as well. So anyway, I hope you really enjoyed it. And this was so chaotic. But, I was watching one of the other subscribers, her site, and she had one of those nights too. And, I feel so sorry for her because we have those nights and we have those days and, it's okay. It's just, this is awful fun. We're not climbing to be, professional makeup artists. We're just here doing the best we can. And, I'm hoping that I'm giving you at least some kind of humor to laugh at me. And I laugh at myself all the time and I'm okay with that. So anyway, my beautiful wildflowers, I hope you guys have a great day. And I will be coming back on and doing the skincare real soon because I do want to get that out there. And I do owe it to a couple of the people. So anyway, if I added any value, please hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I will go ahead and give you a few moments. Okay, did you subscribe? Thank you so much. And so, my beautiful wildflowers, remember, I always say, don't sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.